We should be live, I hope. Let's check it here, see if YouTube wants to show me my own stream. Not yet, not yet. There it is. There it is. All right. I'm just gonna give it a minute because I was having some issues when I was streaming at 1080p before, so I want to make sure that we are good for audio lag and whatnot, because I am going to try to record this through OBS, and then I'm probably just going to post this to YouTube as well. So, you know, we'll see what we can do with it. How you doing today, John? What's up? What's up with you, bud? I see you're so close to the F-14, huh? So that's been doing some grinding, huh? So warm-ups ends. It's you might it's probably gonna take me a minute to make this list out. If anything, I might make the list here and then make a separate video on it. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably gonna be better. I messed up. The only thing I really freaking messed up on was I wasn't paying attention, and when I cropped out every one of these, oops. When I cropped out every one of these, make sure I didn't mess anything up there. I did it with their arcade battle ratings, so I had arcade mode selected when I went to do all these. So I don't know. I guess it's not a big deal, but I would rather their accurate battle ratings get represented. And then the only thing that makes me a complete gimmick is, there it is. I don't have all the planes, obviously, but I've played so much of this damn game. I know what's up. Let's see. And I was gonna stream the windows, make sure my warthunder pops up. Okay. Hell yeah. Because I feel like there's gonna be a couple of things that I'm gonna need to look at here, because I haven't played these guys too much, but I have messed with them just a little bit. And I mean, like, so the PVM one's sits in a pretty good spot, just because it's you know, it's got all the 1,000-pound bombs at 2.0, makes it really good in tanks. All right, we'll see, buddy. I'll see if I'm live after this tier list. I gotta see if I gotta do something first, and then if I'm straight, then I'll definitely play some top tier. I'm still working on that F80. I'm not really too excited about the whole thing, but I think the F4J is gonna be cool, just because it gets an actual decent radar and it becomes a usable plane. I think 11.0 is a good spot too. If I'm mistaken, like F4J gets a pulse Doppler radar, right? That's its whole thing, right? I'm not making that up. So let me just get some things straight here. A and APQ 120. Okay. I think so then. A and APQ, because I think A and APG is pulse Doppler. The best for stock grinding. Yeah, it's the problem is it's like it doesn't have the best acceleration for an afterburning aircraft. Just from what I've messed around with it. I mean, I'm sure it's good once you get it fully upgraded. I'm sure it's a little better, but like, I feel like most things can kind of do on you, you know, other than the fact that this thing can rate just for a little bit, you know. Like, and the same with the A7s. Like, they're not particularly fast. I think the only thing they really get that's you know, I mean, AIM-9Gs aren't, you know, all that great at. There's two AIM-9Gs at 10.7, so I mean, you know, we're gonna be looking at a lot of I'm considering how the plane stacks up in air realistic, but I think ground realistic is going to be a consideration too, just because I'm just going to talk realistic battles across the board. So, but I mean, there's so many good planes, and I'm not doing premiums as well. So, uh, yeah, there's just so many freaking planes in this tech tree. Premiums are all good, so if you want to know where it should stack up, just assume that it's good and sitting at a really good spot for itself. So, let me get the OBS working here. Let me just make sure it starts recording. Hopefully that's fine. Is my audio seem to still be in sync and everything? Does that seem to be good? Not an issue? Like, if I clap, does it seem like it's, does that seem like that's, in sync still? Sync still? Oops. All right, cool, cool, cool. Okay, I just had to do something weird earlier, so it just I know it really was messing up before, so all right. All right, so I got these in order from tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 here. So I'm gonna start at tier 1, and then I'm just gonna work my way up to tier 8. It's weird to think that there's or rank 8. I'm sorry, it's rank, right? Um there's just so many ranks now. There used to be a lot of ranks back in the OG days of War Thunder, and now there's you know, tier. I'm getting it all mixed up. Anyway, first thing we got here is the T26, or P26, and these planes I've grouped together. I'm not rating each individual P26. I'm just gonna rate the planes as a whole. But the P26, especially the one with the M2, is pretty decent at low tier. P26, I'm probably gonna put. The rest of them kind of suck, but it turns pretty good. I mean, it's not a really bad plane for the tier. I'll probably like the M2 is really good. I'm probably gonna put it here. It's C tier. I'm gonna put it at B, just because the M2 really does. Honestly, it makes the plane like pretty solid. No, I'm going C. I'm sorry. All right, final answer C. The next low tier buddy we're gonna deal with is the P36. I think that the P36 is like it's pretty good. I think that it's like your first regular plane, but it's still like not particularly fast, but it's like the first plane that you get that really feels like it does something. Um, it's got really weird compressibility, uh, but it's pretty maneuverable. I'm kind of I'm thinking I'm gonna go three variants are nice. Having three different variants of this is really nice too. I think I'm gonna put this at C. It doesn't like impress me. It doesn't do really good. Um, but the later ones are a little better armed, I think, and you can pretty much beat most turn fighters. The other problem is like if something like an I-16 goes to fight you, you might be in a little more of a bad situation. But this thing probably could hang turns with the I-16. So, but I'd rather be in the I-16. F3, F2. This thing is not to be slept on. I think that it is excellent because it's got really good turn rate. It's got 50 cal, just like the P26. So imagine being able to turn better than the P26 and have it's also still retain the 50 cal ability. It's fairly quick for a biplane. Most biplanes are pretty slow, so this thing feels like it's got a little bit of life in it. And I think it's pretty good. You just need to really hope that you don't get too up tiered, I guess, because then things are really better than you. But I think this sits comfortably at B tier for me. All right, OS2U. This thing, I don't even think you can get this thing anymore. I think they took it out maybe a good handful of updates ago, but it was just an early tier unlock. It's just a float plane. I think it's got like a single machine gun pointed forward, and it's got a single rear gunner at the back. It's cool. It's nostalgic. It's cool, but I'm gonna have to drop that down here at F tier. It's not particularly useful. I think it's two 100-pound bombs. It's not really a whole lot you can do with that. All right, moving on. TBD1. TBD1 is a really good low tier bomber. You can carry a ton of 100-pound bombs. You can't really do a whole lot with 100-pound bombs, but also low tier, so then sometimes you can. And then it also gets, I believe, two 500-pound bombs. Let me just verify this really quick here. This is the only thing I need help with is the bomb loads. Yeah, two 500-pound bombs, six 100-pounders. It honestly, it's 1.0. It's a great bomber at 1.0. You can't really go wrong with it. I hate putting things right in the middle. It's so far so many. TBD1, and I may go back and change a couple of these too. F2A. This plane, in my opinion, this is pretty good. This thing's really good. I think it gets two 50 cals and then two 7.62s in the wings. But then I'm also putting this together with the F2A3. And this one gets, where's it at here? Yeah, 450 cals. And oh, this one gets, I'm sorry, three 50 cals and a single 7.62 millimeter machine gun. But either way, both of them are armed pretty well. Both of them perform really well. Honestly, all in all, I think it's a really solid plane. I would put this thing at A tier. 2.0, you can't really do too much worse or too much better than an F2A1, especially with at least 350 cals. You know. All right, SB2U. This is pretty much the non-naval variant of the OS2U. Like, I think this gets a little bit better armament for bombs, so it's a little bit better if you want to take out that, but I still just generally would just say avoid using this plane. I mean, other than for nostalgia purposes. So I'm just gonna kind of comfortably drop this right down here at F. Oh man, okay, so now we're getting into a first bomber. PBY5. This thing has a history in the game. It's been around for a really long time. There's two of them. That's the great thing about it. You get two of these. 1.3, 1.7. You know, you're pretty much going to be taking out with your tier 1 lineup, or you're going to be taking it out to drop bombs. Pretty decent bomb load. I believe the upgraded version has an even better bomb load. You know, it's not really fast for a bomber, but you got a few 50 cals on it, a few blister turrets, pretty good like coverage. They're pretty easy to shoot down, but usually a lot of the lower tier guys still struggle with shooting on bombers. So if you're good with your mouse aim with your gunners, the PBY is a pretty solid aircraft, and for a low tier bomber, I mean, you really can't go wrong, and you can land on the water. I'm gonna say B tier. B tier's pretty solid for this. P36 is not. I was thinking about moving the P36 down to D, but I'm gonna chill on that one. SBD3. This plane is. I keep moving the thing into my camera. This plane is great. Got a good bomb drop, 1.7, 250 cals. You can carry 50 caliber gun pods. It's got the air brakes. It's got, you know, basically everything you could ask for in a little dive bomber, and a 1.7 battle rating. So it's basically the American Ju-87, but you get 50 cal. So you can still attack tanks and take realistic battles if you know, run out of bombs or whatever. You're still useful. You can still shoot down a plane. It's got a fairly decent turn rate. It's just it's not really fast. You know, that's your big drawback. But I'll take this out in realistic air battles. Put the 50 cal gun pods on, get the bomber spawn, be really high up, go hunt bombers, go fight fighters. You know, like most people don't know what to do when this plane's coming at them. You really catch people by surprise. So SBD3. Ooh, but I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. B tier. B18A1, our last tier 1 vehicle. I always get this bomb load mixed up. I have to check this one. B18 modifications. And you get the okay, this is the one where you get the 2,000-pound bomb. This is another fun bomber to take into into realistic battles here. 2,000-pound bomb drop. That's pretty greasy. Outside of that, it's not particularly useful. So I'm gonna put this in D tier. The 2,000-pound bomb is awesome. At 1.3, it's basically like a nuke for you. But like I said, it's like you can kill one base in realistic battles with it. I mean, it's it's okay. What's 1.3, I'm gonna go ahead and move up to tier or rank 2 now. With the P400. The P400's I think kind of been through a lot of iterations. It's got weird compressibility, but it does have the 20 mil in the nose, and I think that's probably one of its biggest strengths. It's fairly fast, it's fairly maneuverable. When you get it nice and slow, it does pretty good. Like I said, the 20 mil in the nose I think is probably what saves it the most. You don't get a whole lot of ammo. I think I'm gonna go DT. I really do like this plane. I really do like this plane. I really do like the P400. I think it's good. I think in the right hands it can be really good too. But the belts that it has for the 20 mil suck now, and it's just mediocre. It's mediocre now, but it's still a fun plane. P40s, there's two of them. There's one that's a little bit better at higher altitude, and then there's the E1. The E1 is the one I just always recommend using because you're not going to be at high altitude with the P40, especially not at battle rating 2.3. 650 cals, decent amount of ammo, pretty good maneuverability, pretty good speed for the tier. I'm probably going to throw this at A. A good P40 pilot can pretty much clean up a match if he needs to. So I'm gonna go A tier. P40's good. P40's pretty good. And you get bombs. You get bombs too. You get bombs, and you can be effective in realistic battle. So it's a good realistic battles plane at battle rating 2.3. It's what I would take out. Okay, first naval plane of this tier, the F4F Wildcat. F4F's pretty good. You get I believe you only get 450 cals, but it works. It works for it. I think see, I think this is 2.7. So see, don't let me look at a battle rating on this. This is kind of killing me here. Where the F4F sits, it's a pretty good spot. It's a pretty maneuverable plane. The bomb load's a little bit lackluster though, but it's pretty maneuverable. So I like the F4. I think the F4 is pretty decent plane. But with the 450 cals, I think it sits at 2.3. Let me verify this. I'm putting this at C, but if it sits at 2.0, then I might put it at B. Oops. Get it off of this. Put it on this. All right, let me see. I just want to verify this. 2.3, 450 cals. Oh, the F4 gets 650 cals. That's pretty good, but then it puts you at 3.0 and you're not fast. 480 kilometers an hour. Come on now. And then bomb load. Nothing to write home about. I mean, you're really only there for the maneuverability. This is probably a good air realistic plane. So actually, I might drop this down to D tier because to get 650 cals, you got to be 3.0 in that. That's me, TBF 1C, to me is the way too big version of the SBD3. When I think of 1. This battle, I think this is even 1.3. I could be wrong on that, but just low tier these planes. I'm gonna go SBD3 over it all day, and that's just really how I feel. I think that this is just fatter and slower, but it's reasonable. I'm gonna put this. I think this is gonna be our first one in E tier. Like I said, I would skip over it. I've actually been in one of these planes in real life too. Pretty crazy, how much space is on the inside of them, but I still couldn't imagine flying over the ocean and getting shot at by Japanese planes. All right, PBM1 Mariner. It's like it's like a special PBY. I'll hit your guys' comments after I'm done knocking all this out. I'm just so I can maybe post this as a video. But I see y'all in there actually. What's up, Alan? What's up, Panzer Comp? Luftwaffe planes. I'm probably gonna do American tanks. next, and then I'll slowly move on. My problem is I've got most of the American tech tree and the tech tree research. I don't have a good amount of experience with everything else, so I think maybe I have more valuable information in this tech tree. All right, so PBM1 Mariner. I am talking. Well, 1,000 pounds is a good few drops. 2.0. I mean, you land in the water. 50 cal turrets. I mean, like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I think I've used it a handful of times. It's not a bad bomber. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done a whole lot of bomber stuff, but I used to do a whole lot of it back in the day. So I've only really messed this in probably tank realistic battles, but like I said, it's not the fastest thing. It's not the best plane. I think I might set it. I think it belongs at C tier. I think it'll sit there just because it's got good bomb drops for 2.0. Okay, this one is personal favorite of mine. Oops. P39, all variants, but particularly the last variant. 37 millimeter cannon, 50 cals, not 50 cals, and multiple 7.62s as well, as long with 50 cals. Just a pretty rock solid plane. Turns pretty good, climbs pretty good, accelerates pretty good. It's right down the middle of everything. You're not the most maneuverable plane, but you're not the slowest plane. I think they're really solid aircraft. I mean, when you learn to run flaps with them and stuff, I think they can be pretty potent. But there's a skill issue with it and using the 37 millimeter cannon, and if you're not good with the plane, then the plane's not gonna be good. If you're good with the plane, it's incredible. So I'm not gonna put it at S tier, but I am gonna put it at A tier. Just because of the skill issue probably with that, you know. I think that's a pretty good spot for it. But in my for me specifically playing the plane, it's an S tier plane. All right, all the Corsairs. This is covering a lot of them. Obviously we have them starting at what did you say here? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Corsair is gonna be one of those planes where back in the day it was very maneuverable. It was very useful. Honestly, it was a really good plane. Um, I you know I really like to use them, but then they nerfed their maneuverability, but they were pretty fast. It would probably be an S tier, A tier plane back in the day. Now it's mediocre, but it's got good armament, it's good bombs, good there's even variants with 20 millimeters, which are perfect. It's what the plane needs. I think I'm gonna set this one B tier. I think it's pretty good, but if challenged by a BF-109, you're probably not gonna come out on top. But if you're above a BF-109, then he's probably not gonna come out on top. So it's hit or miss with that. F4 UNAs or F4 Corsairs are good. They're just you need the later ones with the more powerful engines. So A36, basically a shitty Mustang with a couple armament options. Not a bad ground attack plane at all. I think this one's very cut and dry. Nothing special about it. It's not bad. It's not great. I don't. People swear by it, but I don't think it's nothing to write home about. I'm just gonna drop it right here. I would rather have a P40. That's really all I have to say about that. B34. Let me just once again let me check the bomb load on that. Yeah, I mean, come on. Come on now. Come on now. Look, turrets aren't even all 50 cal. I'm sure you can make use of them being ball turrets. I'm sure it's not the worst. I'm gonna throw this at E tier. Just the bomb load, man. It's a bomber. You gotta have a good bomb load. You can't be just doing the 500s. If you're doing air realistic, sure, whatever. But it's just you could do better. You know, you could do better. I mean, I really think is it just about the speed, or I guess it is pretty fast. I'll give it D tier just on the speculation. I haven't played it really at all, so just one of those things. All right, this plane P38, any variant of P38 you want, take it, leave it, but I'm gonna take it. I think it's in my hand, or in my opinion, is one of the best planes at its rank in the game. You use flaps with it, you can outturn BF-109s. You can even scare Spitfires that aren't ready for you. Um, it's got a good armament, 450 cals, shit ton of ammo, a single 20 mil in the nose, 120 rounds for one gun. That's really good. It gives you plenty of time to shoot the tank or shoot the plane. It doesn't have a good bomb load, but it's really good at top downing tanks, especially German tanks. You could start eviscerating a whole team. You take it in air realistic battles, you get an air spawn, it's interceptor spawn, which is not fair, and it shouldn't, but it should. You know what I mean? Like, it's an interceptor, yeah, but it's way too good to get interceptor spawn. It's not balanced at all. So hands down, P38. If you don't put a talisman on the P38G, then and you're trying to grind through the American air tree, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Now I believe I have this one separate. This is the P51 low tier with the 20 mils. I just feel like it's such a separate plane. It really is. It's not like it's like on par with the A36. It's just it's that early P51 engine. It overheats. It's kind of sluggish. You can't get it fast to where it can perform a little better. It's okay and maneuvers okay. Against other things that you're trying to hit, it's just got the 420 mil. That is its saving grace, the 420 mils. If it didn't have the 420 mils, I wouldn't touch it. But all in all, it sits at a pretty good battle rating, which is lower than what you see here in realistic battles. P51 with 20 mils. It's just 420 mils at a lower battle rating. I mean, that's why it makes it at C on C. Outside of that, it's not special. All right. A20G. I think I'm gonna do these two together just because this is gonna seem kind of weird, but I really do consider these planes very similar. B25 getting some more options with bombs and a few more gunners. But they both serve this role as like a heavier attack aircraft for the States. And I think that the A20G and the B25, I think I have the PBJ separate too, so we'll get to that later. They're both honestly really good. They're they're really good because they all get guns in the front. And a fighter comes at you, if they're not suspecting, you can take them out. The gun coverage is pretty good. Bomb load's pretty good, really good for bombing bases. I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys. I think I don't use them enough to put them up here, but I think that they're pretty decent. Playing bombers is hard, and it's a fun bomber to play. All right, P63. Honestly, I'm gonna save my breath for the most part. I'm gonna throw this at E or here at A, just because it's very similar to the P39. Gets a higher battle rating though. These sit at around 4.0 in realistic battles. They get a little bit more ammo, but they're all facing some faster airplanes. This one is also faster. It's just basically a better P39 A tier. SP2C, it's just like an SPD1 with a higher battle rating with 220 mils. The 20 mils do not justify its battle rating that it does get. Decent bomb load, fairly maneuverable, slower aircraft, but just higher BR. Just to have a couple of 20 mils, you surprise people with them. You hit them with the guns and stuff. But I think as a whole, I'm gonna take a faster aircraft into battle if I had the choice over it. I'm gonna put these at D, just because the battle rating that does them dirty. All right. This is another one of my favorites, but it kind of got nerfed into the ground. P47 is a beast of a plane. P47 gets good bomb load. P47 gets good guns. P47 is fast. P47 doesn't climb that slow. So it's mediocre on the climb. It was a little better, and then P47 at high altitude is dangerous. If you are running in 5,000 meters or above, and you see a P-47, just know that he's going really fast. They boom and zoom really well. They used to turn a little better. They don't turn as good. It's a pretty big aircraft, so you are a big target. But as a whole, P-47 is I mean, they nerfed it. I really want to put it at A, but I think it's still, just with its bomb load and all of its capability. You might disagree with me on this one, but I'm gonna go S tier. I think P-47 is really good. Here's another. Okay, this is another good one. Especially the one that sits at battle rating 3.3 is really good. F6F are great. Basically, you get the maneuverability of the F4F, but with a more powerful engine and a pretty decent bomb load, rockets, all the whole shebang. You're basically just a slightly lighter version of the P-47 with one less bomb, which still really really good. F6F is a hard plane to beat. It really is. I'm gonna have to go. This is another one. These planes all sit around the same battle rating, and I think America has the strongest 3.3, 3.7, 3 like range right there. I think it's a very dangerous range to be tearing up against Americans in. All right. PBJ. One gets 1250 cals. The other one gets 650 cals. I think 6 or 8. And a 75 millimeter cannon, which ballistics are similar to the 75 American cannon on the Sherman. So it's basically the American Duck with a little more pizzazz. I think that the PBJ is pretty good, and it's also pretty fun to take out in the tank game modes. I think it does get ground spawned in air realistic battles, and that kind of nerfs it. I really, really like this plane, but Gaijin does not do it many favors. But it does get 4 500-pound bombs, or 4,000-pound bombs, 4 5. Oh, hold on, let me check now. Damn it, here we go. Here we go. All right, I think. Okay, yeah, 4 500-pound bombs, and they're all individual drops, so you can make the best out of those if you hit them. If not, you got your 75 mil cannon. I'm gonna drop this at C. It's not a plane that you don't want to take out every once in a while. No, I'm gonna give it B. You can do some damage with it. It's just not the first choice. All right, this is one of the first ones that I don't actually have researched. I'm not too familiar with it. Like I said, I haven't played the new bombers really quick, but I'm just gonna look at this stat card and I'll tell you exactly what I think about it. I'm sure it can't be that great here, and I only have a few that I haven't researched and touched. Bomb load, 2,000-pound bombs. All right, you're winning my heart. 8 600-pound bombs. That's pretty nifty. That would be pretty reasonable too, just to get all those bomb drops. All right, so bomb load I can't complain about. We're talking 2 twin turrets, top and bottom. It looks like 50 cals, 50 cal. Oh, okay, and then you're getting guns in the front as well. Okay, B-26B. I'm not gonna rate it overly high just because I don't have any experience. I don't have any experience running it. And it's kind of weird. It kind of sits in a weird bomber slot, so I'm sure it's not as effective as the A-20. But I would honestly, this is giving me the smell of a B tier. Damn, yeah, B tier. Yeah, I think so. All right. This one's great. I love this thing. P-61 Black Widow. It gets this nasty-ass little turret on the top that you can do all kinds of nasty things with. 450 cals. 420 mils in the nose. It's or bomber spawn, I think. Not even interceptor spawn. It gets a higher-up spawn. It's not slow. You'd think it would be. You'd think it'd be more along the lines of the B-25. The P-61 is a greasy little plane. I mean, I've got a few gameplays of me killing quite a few people, fighters in this plane. You just don't get wrapped up in a turn fight. That's all. You just stay higher than everybody. It's pretty ridiculous. And it's got bomb drops. It's good for tanks. I think that I don't play this plane enough. I'm gonna go S tier. I think this is gonna join our friends in S tier. I think it does great as a bomber hunter. It's actually, honestly, it's one of the best bomber hunters you're gonna have at this point, outside of the P-38. You know, these are two excellent P-38, P-61. If you like killing bombers, if that's what gets your rocks off and gets mine off, it is honestly just a well-rounded plane. All right. B-17. Who can remember flying the B-17? Holy shit! Back in the day, getting one tapped. I can see them. The 190s and the Spitfires just shooting a couple of 20 mils in my direction, and then just my whole fucking plane crumbling. But outside of that, it's absolutely covered in 50 cals. It's got a great bomb load. They look beautiful, especially the late models. B7, you really can't go. I think they get shot down too easy. This is one thing that I have a problem with, but I think it's a great bomber. I'm going A tier. I feel like there's a lot of planes I like in the American tech tree, and there's a lot of planes that I don't like in other tech trees. So this is like you know what, B-17 is gonna go B tier. B tier. It does get shot down too easily. I have too many bad triggers from the B-17, but I still like the thing. PB4Y, last rank, what's that, rank 3? Rank 3 already. Covered in 50 cals, relatively fast, pretty good bomb load. It's pretty much like, honestly, it's like the B-17 but slower. Am I wrong? Let me check this really quick. Yeah, it's just slow. That's right. But it's covered in 50 cals. I mean, it really is. And you get this B-17. Oh. It's just slow. It's just slow. It sucks. If you're that slow in your aerialistic battles, you're just sitting duck. I can't put it right next to the B-17, especially the higher battle rating. It's too high of a battle rating. I mean, it's got all the 50 cals, but I'm gonna drop it a D tier, you know, because it doesn't matter how many 50 cals you got. If you get one tapped, from really far away, and you just get upset about it. I'm good with the remote control, or the remote control. I'm just good with the mouse aim gunners, but it's hard. It takes a while to get good at that. It's really, honestly, it's tough. It's tough to figure out lead and stuff with that. It's a totally different ball game. All right. Now hopping into hold on. Hopping into rank 4. P51. BP51, not the 20 mil. Any of the P51s are great planes. 650 cals. Sometimes 650 cals is its drawback. Sometimes it's what keeps you fighting. So the guns are not I don't think the guns are a plus or a minus at this tier. I think this is just about what you get at this tier. You get a good bit of ammo with them as well. Maneuverability is pretty good. Speed is really good. You're basically like a lighter P47. That's the way I look at it. P47, P51 play similar in my opinion. You're just getting a little bit of more swing with the P51. I'm gonna have to put it at A tier. You get good bombs too. You get a good bomb drop. It's a good plane to take out in air realistic. All right, A26. It used to be the only way you could get this plane is if you bought a special laptop or something many moons ago. And then they added it in the game in different variants. This is like a faster P61 with 50 cals. Gets a good bomb drop. So really, honestly, it's a useful plane. It's kind of like America's ME-410. Nothing special. I'm not scared of these when I see them, but they can potentially in the right hands, they're pretty good. I'm gonna go B tier. B tier's filling up. I messed up cropping that one out, didn't I? All right, let me grab a water real quick, and then we'll keep moving on here. Yeah, it's a lot of planes. It took a while to crop all these out too, and I'm kind of upset that I did it in the arcade mode. I was really pissed that I didn't realize I didn't do that. All right. All right, so honestly, this is a really good spot to start back up at here. Actually, let's see, let me check. Let me peep the comments really quick. That thing, yeah. P61 is the grease. How you doing today, Xander? What's going on with you, buddy? Yeah. There's some good planes in the American Tech tree. It really is. You spend the time, you learn to use them, and a lot of fun, really good. F8F. I think it goes without saying. I think it's one of the best super props in the game. You get a good bomb loadout. You're really maneuverable. You can gain energy. You can lose energy as fast as you want to. Uh, it's got a lot going for it. It takes off really fast. It's got a crazy rate of climb on it. I'm gonna. This plane is a must, and its battle rating, it is a absolute must to have in my lineup. So even the one with the 450 cows, you make it work. Honestly, you make it work. They're not my favorite part about having that plane is 450 cows. But when you get the one with the 420s, and you get WEP, it's absolute game changer. It is disgusting. All right, moving on. AM1. AM1 is like 82, but like slower. Gets an okay armament. Doesn't really tickle my fancy. I think AM1. I know I don't have it, but I know enough about it. I think this gets E tier. I think it really does. Um, it's just not. It's just not like. It just doesn't. I mean, it just doesn't do it for me, you know. Uh, I think the AD is a better option. All right, moving on from that poor guy. B24 is one of those things that it's like the B17, but like it's a little bit. It's like the same, you know. This is kind of where I struggle because there's let me just look at the difference here. B24, you're really, this is sitting after the B17. You get a ton of bombs. You get a ton of bombs no matter what. So 5.7, 5.3 just for one more 50 cal turret. I mean, I can't take that, you know. Just because of the battle rating increase, I'm gonna sit this at D tier. Once again, I like the B24. I think it's wonderful. It's not at a good spot. All right, I think a bunch of you know this thing. F82. You know about the gun pod. You know about spraying the hell out of 50 cals. It has M3 50 cals. They shoot way faster. It's like a lead cannon. It's pretty fast. It's kind of maneuverable. I don't know. It does better than you think it would do, honestly. It doesn't so much perform like a twin engine fighter. It performs more like a heavier single engine fighter, but it's fast. I mean, I think it's worthy. I think it's worthy of A tier. I think it deserves an A tier. It's pretty formidable, you know. And the guys who fly it are fucking nuts. Um, this thing, the F7F. I tell you what, I love the F7F. I think it's really fast. It could have done better with bomb loads. You know, it really. I think there's some premium version or a special version, but let me just confirm this. I mean, you know, could have done 3 1,000-pound bombs. 1,000 P47 is going to be a better option for me to take into ground battles. The only thing this really does get is it gets its interceptor spawn, and it's fast. It's like an interceptor. It's just with less maneuverability. I don't know. I like playing it because of the guns. It's got like 450 cals, 420 mils. I mean, it shreds while you hit it, bro. Um, man, it's like that's tough. That's tough. I mean, I I think it's I think it's gonna be B tier. Just because you can fight jets in it. You fight jets in it, it's like not useless, but it's just not. You know, you're just gonna get outperformed the whole time. You're just gonna get outperformed. And if it's at a slightly lower battle rating, it would be different. Um, yeah, it's tough. AD. ADs are good. ADs get all kinds of rockets and HFARs and bombs and good bomb load. They're just a little slow for the battle rating. Uh, but outside of that, you know, they're not the slowest slow plane either. It's like a fast slow plane. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slam in B tier. B tier is looking awfully deep here. That run. All right, B-29. Enough B-29s can end a game easily. Uh, it's fairly fast. That's good at high altitude. It's big. It's slow. It's slow to turn. It's just covered in 50 cals once again. Good, well placed 50 cals as well. Um, it's just a big target for jets though. It's its battle rating. It's its battle rating. It's its battle rating. It just there's not a bunch of other B-29s for you to be flying in formation to save yourself. You know, I think it's great. It's a ton. It's fun to take out and tank too. If you just want to carpet bomb the map, it gets like 4,500 pound bombs. So C tier, C tier. Yeah, I hate to do that a little bit, but whatever. All right. Formerly known as the P80, the F80, and the A5 and the C, I think, which it gets WEP, which is like it's a little bit faster. Hands down, the best starter jet. It's freaking maneuverable as hell. It's very maneuverable. Flaps work great on it as well. 650 cals is its biggest drawback, but it's faster than any of the jets really at the tier, and any of the people that choose to fight you are or who are faster than you are not as maneuverable as you. And it retains energy like a boss. There's a little bit of a skill issue with it, especially with the 650 cals because it's RNG plus skill issue. It's just sometimes it's not a whole lot of fun, but truly in my heart, the F80 is gonna sit over here at S tier for me. And it gets a couple of bomb drops too. So if you take it in air, you can take it in tank battles too. If you want an air superiority fighter, it sits beautifully. It sits beautifully in there. I absolutely love the F80. I think it's a wonderful plane. All right, F84. At one point, it was like a really fast plane for its PR, and good luck hitting that top speed. It's okay across the board. It's really not that great. It's not really my favorite thing at all. I think it's not completely. It's not F tier useless, but it's E tier useless because it's got bombs and stuff. But I think everything else just outperforms it. It just doesn't turn good. It doesn't turn good at all. It turns so bad. It really it upsets me as a plane. I'm just gonna move on here. F2H, not bad. Not particularly great, but not bad. In a down tier, it's a pretty formidable foe. 420 mils. I think it's a little slow. Once you lose your energy, it's a little sketchy to use. I'm gonna put this at C tier. I think it's good. I think it's possible to have a good game in it. But I also think it's very possible to up tiered and get massacred. F3D, slow. 420 mils. That's good, sure. Slow. It's a little bit of a bomb load, you know. You can maybe take it out in ground realistic battles. But I'm going to take out the F9F before that, or I'm just going to take out the P80. I think I'm going to put this one at D tier. Not my favorite. Other one's just not my favorite. I don't think it's a bad plane. It's not a good plane. Not a great plane. All right. B-57s that aren't up tier are great. B-57 turns pretty well. You get the one with the 50 cals as well, the second variant, and it's pretty useful, especially with all the bombs you can carry in it. You can have a pretty good game in it. It's pretty useful in air realistic battles. However, there's a lot of missiles and stuff being added to the game, and if I would have made this tier list maybe like 3 years ago, this thing would have probably been sitting right here. I think now, I think she's gonna chill right here at C tier. A little bit, it's a little sporadic. It's got 50 cals in it, and it turns really good somehow for a bomber. But outside of that, it's there's other things that I would touch. F2H is I don't know if you saw earlier. I messed up and I cropped out all the planes battle ratings in arcade mode. F2H, yeah, 773. Yep, 7-3. But I mean, think about an 8-3 up tier. Imagine being in that thing and having to fight something like a Saber. It's tough. It really just puts you at such a disadvantage. I mean, you'd have to really be watching your energy and trying to get beat up on. It's a good plane though. Like I said, I don't think it's not the worst thing. All right, where was that? All right, put that down. I guess we're going on F86 Saber. This counts the 20 mil, the 250 cals variants, and all the premium variants. F86 Saber is a great plane. Since they've added missiles, not as good as it could be. Just because the unsuspecting deaths, I guess you really get tangled up, you get chasing somebody down, you're trying to run somebody down, you get popped with a missile by some guy you can't see. It's not that bad because it is low tier. It's really shit missiles you're getting hit with. But with the F2 Saber, you can be up tiered against the Su-25, which is dog shit. However, F86 at its tier is incredibly fast, really maneuverable, holds its energy. Its biggest drawback is its guns, 650 cals. But I mean, outside of that, the plane performs really well, and in the hands of a really, really good pilot, it's one of the best things on the map that spawns. But the 50 cals and now the up tier issue, this one really hurt. It's my favorite plane that flies, the F86 F2. Like, it's just one of those planes. I'm gonna have to put it at A tier. You don't need missiles at the tier that it's at, but when you get up tier in sure, this is mainly probably purely my hate against the Su-25 and flying that plane and getting up tiered. It's absolutely miserable. As they add more planes in, as the top tier expands, it'll decompress a little bit more, and we won't have to worry about such things. But as it stands right now, A tier, but very easily like an A tier, but like right there. But for the sake of this, right there. F9F. Used to be one of my favorites. Still really good to take out. You get 6 500-pound bombs, and you can drop them all individually. So it's 6 total bomb drops for tank battles. It's pretty useful. You can build up a decent bit of speed in it. 4 20mm guns. But like, it's like, once again, with all the new stuff that they've added, it's just like, with the missiles, everything, just every plane getting more capabilities in the F9F. I mean, I know you get the swept wing version. I don't think I have the swept wing version, so I think I'm counting for that one as well. Yeah, I think it's useful. It's useful in ground realistic battles. I'm gonna go A tier. All right, swept wing F84F. You polish a turd, it's still a turd. E tier. That's all I have to say about that. AV8C. This is gonna pretty much sit for the premium one too. Only difference for the premium one is you lose a bomb slot that you could get a 500-pound bomb in, and replace for a countermeasures launcher, which carries more countermeasures. You just lose the bomb slot. You get the 2 AIM-9s. I think they're Gs, but they're really good, and they burn for a really long time. So it's an AIM-9 with good range, and decent maneuverability. Most insane thrust to weight ratio in game. Climbs like a hoss. If you use, I like my mouse scroll wheel to thrust vector it. Uh, Literally, you can outrate like most planes, and you can energy trap basically anybody you want in this plane. It's just absolutely disgusting. I'm gonna throw this at S tier. No, most Harrier pilots are not that good. Uh, but the Harrier is good. The Harrier is very good. So F8U2. I don't have it, but I understand it. D tier. It's not fast enough. It's not particularly doesn't hold enough missiles. It doesn't do enough at 9.7 to wow me. It's might be good with it. It's got good guns. It's got a little bit of ammo, whatever. Uh, Not a good radar. You know, not a whole lot going on there. I'm gonna go D tier. It kind of upsets me. Phantoms. F4 Phantoms. I like the Phantoms. They carry a lot of missiles. Radar's next to useless on them, but you know you have it for that one time. It's fast. I mean, it's fast, and it gets a gun with a good bit of ammo. It's just a heat seeker magnet. That's the only thing. And it actually turns pretty good, despite its history or what people know about it. The Phantom's pretty good turn fighter. Just tends to lose its energy a little bit. And then once it gets slow, it kind of bricks out on you. I'm gonna go B tier, just because it's so easy to shoot down with missiles. It's pretty sad. Yeah. All right, F104A. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is a major skill issue plane. If you don't like it, it's because you need to keep better with it. If you do like it, it's because you know what's up. Because of the skill issue, it doesn't make it to S tier. But at 9.7, being as fast as it is, and having a few missiles to use, which are very useful because of how fast a plane is, and the fact you can sneak around behind everybody and get to places before anybody knows you're there. I'm gonna have to go A tier. I truly believe the F104 to be A tier. It's just like I said, the skill issue. It's not easy to use. It's not an easy plane to use, and you can get wrapped up in some situations that really put you down pretty hard. Okay, I didn't count the swept wing one. Okay, swept wing. F9F gets missiles, so I'm glad I didn't do that. Man, that's tough. Oh, they're the same bat. Okay, I know. I'm gonna fix this really quick. F9F, B tier, and then swept wing because of the missiles and a little bit better maneuverability with the speed and a little more speed as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on A tier. It's missiles. It's you know, it's not the fastest thing, not the slowest thing. You know, pretty split right down the middle. Gets a good amount of ammo in its guns. It's definitely an A tier plane. It's definitely worth a pick. Definitely worth a bit of a grind with it. Honestly, anything to the left of, I would say starting at C tier, I would touch. Trickling into D tier here. This is a really good D tier. Like honestly, for most tier lists, you know, P400's kind of worthy. F4F's, you know, definitely would, you know, get into it a little bit. But outside of that, you know, I wouldn't touch any planes, you know, in this direction unless you want to waste your time. A4, another one I don't have. Fought up against a lot of them. Know the plane pretty well itself. It's like a Saber, pretty much. You know, with the missile armament, but just at a little bit of a higher BR. Not special, but you know, fairly nimble plane. It just gets put up against things that are, you know, sometimes pretty good. It's mediocre, you know. It doesn't stand out anyway. It's a good plane. Like I said, I would definitely get it. It's just it's mediocre. Somebody's here. They're gonna go crazy right now. The F105 is also another plane I don't have. A few planes that's higher tier, but I just haven't spent the time to do it just because there's so many other things at top tier right now. I'm still working on getting the F14. Five's got good guns. It's got chaff. Just chaff. It's fast. Oh, man. I mean, and I think it's... let me double check this battle rating really quick. This is going to really decide where I put this thing at. Oops. Alright. It's 10-0, right? And it's basically like a more maneuverable F-104, but it's a little slower. Clearly. Like top speed, you wouldn't see that, but acceleration-wise, it's F-104 is pretty fast. I think it's a good bomb load too, doesn't it? 3,000 pounds. It's a pretty it's a well-rounded plane, you know. I can't fault it for that. I think we're gonna set it. It's gonna feel weird putting it up here, but honestly, I just think all the things considered, you can make use of this plane, you know. It can do something for you. I think it's gonna be an A tier. Just 10-0. I don't know. I think there's some. I'm gonna put it at B just because it doesn't have any smart munitions, and it's all dumb. It's all dumbfire weaponry. It's all on how it's played. You know, it's good though. B's good. B's fair for it. F-100D. A little bit slept on. This plane's a little slept on. 420 mil cannons. It's pretty much it's pretty similar to the F2 Sabre. Just gets more ammo. It's a good bit more ammo. Compresses at Mach and close to Mach. It does compress pretty hard. As soon as you drop that speed for a serious dogfight, it's pretty damn good. It can turn really hard. It gets 4 missiles, and I mean it's got an afterburner, so it's pretty fast. So I mean, and across the board, it's got bombs for realistic. It's got everything you need for air realistic. It got everything you need for ground realistic. I think this is a very slept on plane. I'm gonna go F-100 S tier. I mean, I truly believe it. I think F-100D, if you don't have the F-100D, or if you didn't touch it, then you did yourself a disservice. It's just tough at its battle rating, but like I said, it does get the missiles. F-3H2. This thing's pretty cool. It's more of a Delta Wing aircraft. I believe it gets afterburner. It's just not the fast. It's a subsonic aircraft. So it's fast, but it's slow. It gains its speed reasonably fast, but it loses it really quickly. You can definitely get yourself in a low energy state pretty easily in this, with having to wait just a second to get your energy back, but just have good guns. But its battle rating lends it to get up tiered against things that you just don't want to be going slow at. If this thing was just a little bit lower in the BR, I know it gets missiles and stuff, it'd be better. It's really easy to get fucked in this plane. That's all I have to say. I think I'm gonna drop this at C, and this hurts a little bit, because I think it can be good and you can have really good games in it. I think it's just a struggle bus sometimes. It's a little slower. FJ4B, the shitty Sabre that has missiles and shit. D. It's slower. It's slower. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just go touch something else. That's all I have to say. It's a little bit slower. It just dumps energy a little bit faster. It's just got a couple extra things going on for it. I'd rather have a Sabre. F5E. Ooh, all right, F5E. I didn't really think too much about this one. I haven't gone too far into research with it. It sits at the same BR that the Phantoms do, and it accelerates pretty good. The other ones don't accelerate as fast, but it is a good turn fighter. It's a pretty scrappy little fighter. But I don't think it's ever really the everything's it's the best option, you know. Most things can just nose up and climb away from it. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Oh my god. Let me fix this a little bit. See if I can make us a little more space here. Very, very deep B tier here. Yeah, we got made us some space here. We shouldn't have too many planes to go at this point anyway. Alright. A10, A late. This thing is cancer. It is absolute cancer. It gets A9Ls at a battle rating that it shouldn't. It gets 4 of them, or 2 if you got the premium one. If not, you have enough armament and bombs to level like 6 large cities at the same time. It turns really good. You get a shit ton of flares. You get a shit ton of everything. I would make this A tier because it's an A10, but it's just in its current state right now. It's unreasonably good. That's gonna be the next S tier right there for sure. All right, Tomcat, another one I don't have. I give it experience fighting them. The pilots that fly them usually like to get rid of all their missiles right away and then come in and fight with sidewinders or do whatever stupid shit they like to do. Played right, the F-14 can be a pretty formidable foe. It's pretty damn maneuverable, especially with playing with the wing sweep. The wings are rippable, and you know, you do have to manipulate the wing sweep manually if you want to get the best performance out of it. I mean, it's a missile ship. It's a missile boat, and you know, it's meant to be a naval air superiority fighter, and it definitely does dunk on the Phantom. I just I shoot a lot of them down, you know. I shoot a lot of them down. It's tough because I think it's good, but at top tier, I don't think it's the best thing. I don't think it's the best thing. Put it at A tier, and this could, like, this can all change. We might find that it's much worse, or we might find that it's much better. They've got to add more planes around it. You know, it's really still kind of at the cutting edge of what's available in War Thunder. But definitely poses as an A tier to me. All right, A7D. This is another one of those planes that really doesn't do it for me. It's, you know, it's a supersonic aircraft built on a subsonic aircraft frame. That's basically what I see with it. Let me just, or no, I'm sorry, other way around. It's a subsonic aircraft. It's just slow. It's honestly, it's just slow. It's at a battle rating that it doesn't have all the stuff that it needs at. I'm just gonna go E and just call it a day. It's just a filler plane, in my opinion, as far as the way the tech tree feels. Yeah, it's just I know it's got the payload, but it's just, yeah, okay. You know what? I'll move it up to D tier because it is considering ground realistic battles. It is a bomb dropper. You got me there. All right, F-16A and F-16ADF. The F6, since I'm doing the air tree, I'm not gonna fault something for not being good in ground targets or ground RB. But I will reward it for being good in it. The F-16ADF is pretty much on par with the MiG-29 in a lot of ways. It doesn't get a few of the missiles that it gets, but it does make up for it in just performing pretty good, being able to accelerate a little better. I honestly, it's a good top tier plane, but it doesn't stand out. Yeah, honestly, it's a good top tier plane. It doesn't stand out against everything else though. I'm gonna put this in A. Put this in A tier. AIM 7s are great. AIM 9s are awesome. They're really disgusting. It's just like, but it doesn't. I don't take out the F-16. I'm gonna fuck up a bunch of MiG-29s. Like, no, when I see a MiG-29, I go, okay, hopefully he doesn't have his shit together. We're gonna have a fight. You know, if I'm in any of these planes and I see any, and I'm, you know, I'm not worried about really anybody else. I know I can pretty much take on anybody. I don't know, but at the same time, there's not enough rep with the F-16 to put it in S tier. F-16A, it lacks the AIM-7, and having radar missiles in air realistic battle is very important. But it does get the payload for dropping bombs on ground targets. So I was going to put it at C tier just because it doesn't have the AIM-7s or anything long range. The later variant should get the AIM-120s. But because of the payload, this is going to get the last slot at B tier. That's tough. There wasn't a lot of F tier. I mean, these planes are basically useless, you know. E tier, you know, useless, but like if you wanted to use them and have fun, you could. D tier, if you like suffering and you could potentially enjoy some of these planes. C tier is like yeah, you could use these planes. You know, like you could pick one of these. But it's definitely not going to be your first pick. B tier is like you probably have everything unlocked for them. A tier would be that you like them, but they're not the best, but they're good. And then S tier is just like fuck everybody. This plane's gonna eat when I use it. So there we have it. The finished result. This is honestly like yeah, I don't know. It's hard with the bomber. The bombers are probably like what I have the most issue with in my head, just because it's been so long since I've used so many of them. Because I mean, there's potentially shit that's changed. But for the most part, like I know the B-17s would get shot down left and right, and when I fight against these people or people in these bombers, I tend to just whack them, but that's because they just don't have the experience, you know. But they're still fun to play. I mean, I guess PBY got, you know, B tier, PBJ, B-26, B-17. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let me stop my recording. All right. Well, I think I may jump in and play a couple of games. I think we can do that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let me get my stream set back up for. Let's see what I got here. warthunder. Set. Hey, down here. And then there we go. All right. So we should be good here. All right. So yeah, honestly, like I think I'm gonna do ground and do another tiered list as well. I'll probably do it on stream. It's like there's a few things that I haven't gotten, but I mean, pretty much out. Abrams are gonna be in one go. Like VAD, I don't have, but I've I can test drive it and I've messed with it before. Yeah, I mean nothing's really kind of out there crazy that I wouldn't know about. So it's like I think I can definitely do the American Tech Tree as well. How's everybody doing today, by the way? Oh, Django, here. Let me show you the finished tier list really quick. I don't know how well you can see. You can take a look at my you take a look at my S tier. Anything you completely disagree with that on? You hate it? I'm gonna shut it down now. I'm gonna go back into the game. All right. I honestly, I haven't even, like, I've been so sick. I've been so sick. I've been doing nothing but getting sick. And it sucks. Yeah, it's tough, but like honestly, having played all the planes really good. Wow, it's lost that booster, huh? Yeah, but it's like you take A36 or you take, a plane that's faster, more maneuverable. Like me personally, I'm gonna get more kills with the plane that I can control a lot better. I'm not like 650 cals to me is enough at that tier. Like, I don't know. Do I think it's great having the extra firepower? Yeah, but like I just feel safer being able to, do some extra shit. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna play probably not gonna play too long because I am hunger. Your first P51? Okay. I don't feel like I got a P50. Well, I guess my first P51 was like the P51D because they didn't have they didn't have the A36 or the 20 mil P51 in the game when I unlocked it. But like there's such a far cry difference between that P51 and like the D. Hey, wait, make 23 go. Just try to get up before their radar starts slamming me. And actually, I'm gonna do one of these. This is gonna allow me to have a little bit better of a scope. No, I mean it's cool though because the thing is you went through the tech tree and you have a little bit more of a fresh set of eyes on it, and so you probably your experience is gonna be a little different. All the time my friends will tell me something about the game and I'm like, no, it's not, no, it's not, and then they show me and then I'm like, oh shit, they changed it. I mean, all the time. So, like I said, the Corsair was a maneuverable plane, and do you consider the Corsair maneuverable? I doubt it. Oh my god, look at this guy. Okay, he's notching out because he thinks I shot at him. That's cool. So basically, I currently just had the effect of shooting a missile at a guy without having to shoot a missile at a guy. I think that guy's knocking me up. Alright, I got a missile out on me. Oops. Oh. Oh god. Damn, I fucked up. Damn, it sucks, dude. I was not paying attention at all. I was gonna eat that guy. That guy literally flew straight through everybody to come get me. That's tough. I should have known. That was really dumb. Oh, yeah. Just get right back in another. Just ignoring my RWR, pretending like it wasn't happening. I was gonna fucking eat that other guy, too. I was so pissed. He was not gonna be able to get away from that. He was way too close. He was gonna get ate by the Name 7. I just fucking looked last second. Of course, Dingle shit fucking had to shoot his aim 7F at me. Notifications. What kind of aim 9 does this get? So it's these bad boys, which apparently turn really like a lot better, right? But they don't seem to go as far. So like less range for. I got showed it. 2 fight in the Pacific and the Navy. That's cool. I wish I never got to share Warthunder with my grandfather. He was actually an aircraft mechanic on an F-86 Sabre, and you know, pisses me off because there's no air-to-air missiles for the Sabre for United States in this game, but in real life I got pictures of his plane, his F-86F Sabre with missiles on it. AIM-9H. So you really don't get good. You don't really get that good of really get that good at AIM-9s. Yeah, of course there was a turn fighter. No, I think they nerfed it no, but like it was there at a point in time. It was like not quite Spitfire level, but like right there. And now they made it like a fucking magic school bus, dude. It's ridiculous. Cool, I don't have to fight Americans in a mock war again. Speed. Now what I think I like doing a little bit better is climbing off a little bit, or going off a little bit, and then just climbing, because you know, they might not be training the radar over here, and they're not spiking me at all right now. And then I just do a really steep climb to just very, very much so like just limiting my time on their radar. Look at that. Got one guy. These guys are starting to lose me on the radar because they are not looking this high. See nothing on the RWR now. So I'm really slow, but I'm really high. And I'll just pick up speed as I go on here. Here we go. Ooh. First victim. Really high above this guy. I'm gonna actually go for the shot here as soon as we close. Okay, he's going off. Him and his buddy, huh? out. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. That's cool. Yeah. Send that thing through space. Let's see what it wants to do. Alright, maybe it wants to... Just wasted both of my, Ah. Let's go ahead and drop the speed. I want this guy. Missile race. What? Aw. Damn. That's crazy. We had fucking people looking right at me, too, and he didn't get spotted on my map until he shot me down. I know I'm a little mad. Yeah, I mean, I think the Sidewinders originally known as like the Ground Nines. I'm sure they weren't reliable and good. Yeah, and in War Thunder everything functions as it's supposed to. So you know, I don't understand like how two little fucking aluminum foil bits popped out of the back of the plane can just kill my missile like that, even though my radar never lost track. And the missile still had enough energy, according to my radar. Should have still had a ton of energy to hit him. So I don't understand what was killing it, but it's whatever. Some make-believe bullshit sometimes, you know. See if I can get an aim 7 kill, dude. I've been struggling all night just to get a good aim 7 kill. If I can sneak out on this little side of the map here. Need to get down over here in like the lowlands. There we go. Start to climb. Oh yeah. Not too much right now, but I think I got level 15 in like not the first day, but I did it like second day. I played a little bit first day, a little bit second day on the new wipe. But I really honestly like haven't touched it too much. I need to get this thing around. Oh fuck, really? I see him too, that's him. Come on. Come on. That's him. Yep. Oh, shit. Yep. Okay. That's a missile. Damn. Okay. Alright. That's cool. That's cool. Just pop right up and get locked and shot immediately as soon as I popped up. That's cool. That guy was just fucking waiting for me. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just fucking pretending like I'm not even real. I honestly, I should have just cut fucking south on the big side of the map. Fucking some fucking dildo can just literally trap me over there. So I guess I fucked up. Because then I started notching in towards the AO. When you get DCS, make sure you have a. I'll show you mine. Make sure you have a flight stick. Definitely recommend hands on throttle and stick. Haven't touched it in a minute, but I had the head track and stuff too. I just need to set it up. But this is the X52. This is the stick. This is the throttle. But yeah, and this also has like the decoupled, so you can, if you want to, like individually adjust the thrust on each one, you can. I've done some warthunder sim with this too. Shit ton of fun, bro. I'm getting slammed tonight in the F16, bro. Fuck me. Like, God, man, what's happening tonight? Like, what am I smoking? Like, I was working on my 2.0 KD and everything. I swear to God, I've been playing this thing good. I started out as a 1.1 KD in this plane. I'm working my way to my 2.0. It's happening. You can always do a thing called dead zone on PC. You can it's like it just creates like a small area in the center where it has zero input. I mean, if it's really bad, it's really bad and it sucks, but you can always do that too. Yeah. F86 F2, taking a shit ton of ground battles though, so I kind of ruined my kill deaths with that, but still killed a lot of tank. Why did it take so long to get the game, bro? Oh god, I left the cube. Oh, that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot, just in a situation like that, see if I can save myself. See, place to set up my baby, yeah. Definitely head track setup and HODAS. Sure. Head track is pretty important. They got some mountains to clear, so I'm gonna just try to get some altitude while they're nose up. Wait, what? Just dropping his fuel. I need to climb. Like, nobody in RWR, though. Oh, there's one. Getting above everybody's RWR, or radar. Alright. Wait till 25 and then... Okay. He already shot a missile at me. He shot a missile at me. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh shit, where the fuck did that come from? I just looked over my RW. I thought that was the guy who was still tagging me up. What's up, Diego? That guy came out from my fucking right, bro. He literally... Oh my god, I can't pull up the map. He literally came, he flew all the way out here, came all the way out here, and then came up from this way. That's tragic, bro. I was about to eat bro up. Oh, so sad. What's up, War Train? Dude, fuck me, right? Dude, I will let me get one of these guys 1v1, you know? Let me fucking get one of these every time I start fighting somebody else somewhere else is like, "Nah. No, you're not." And then on my team is like down in the middle going, "We're fighting like arcade mode." I'll ram ranch a Tomcat, okay? Like, I wasn't paying attention to the RWR because I was thinking that the 16 still had me locked up, but was just in his turn and couldn't get his aim 7 off. And then I just forced him to go defensive. But, like, no. That F-14, his sole initiative was to fucking skirt the vast edges of the map. This is what the Tomcat player does. You ready? See, F-14 guy, he's like, I'm gonna go A6 to A1 to fucking E1, and then attack. Struggling with the F-16. Well, right now, bro, I'm struggling with the F-16. Apparently, it's you need to get your radar set up with your You need to get your radar set up and get good with your aim 7s. Shoot the aim 7s at like 20 kilometers, especially if they're closing you. 20 kilometers, no doubt. If they're not closing you, probably a lot less. But and always be the first one to shoot the missile. You know. DCS is a... Yeah, no HUD. Yeah, no, I like playing a lot of DCS. I did a lot. I did the, I had the MiG-15, F-86 Sabre, BF-109, A-10C. I played with the F-15 a lot just because it was fun to do the combat air patrol type shit. Alright. There we go. There's two of them, but there's a notch off here. That missile is going fast. And that missile should be going fast enough to be going away now. Okay. I don't know if that'll be able to touch him now. I'm gonna turn out this way to keep him. He doesn't see it. Over for you, old popsicle man. Scoop. That was my aim 7, Tom. This is gonna be a really good chance to just dump missiles. Oh shit. Let's go. Going all slow and whatnot. I'm gonna shoot it. See what happens. I'm gonna shoot that one. Wow, they're my team, huh? Yeah. I'm gonna have to turn him, see if I can get somebody, huh? Woo! Alright, that's out of flares for me. Damn, good shots. Nothing I could have done there. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna suffer through a couple more games here. I like a good BBR fight, you know? It tickles my fancy. If it's a good BBR fight, you know, it's just like everybody's doing everything they can. Coming back, shooting missiles, turning around, shooting missiles, coming back. And you're just wearing each other down until somebody runs out of missiles. And I tell you what, I feel like the F-14 could do that really good. Anybody want to practice a custom? I think I'm alright right now, buddy. Only 16 Gs, huh? Yeah, like I said, probably a couple more for me here. I'll pop one off. I will be working on some more regular content though, now that I'm not deathly ill. So see some a couple more videos. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do a tutorial on just how I use the radar. Although I'm sure if you watch me play it, you get a pretty good sense for how I do it. I think people like to see shit like that. You're always more than welcome to post in my Discord though, recording and sit in the grind lobby so you can get some people to come in. I tell you what, watch my radar setup tutorial on the F-16 video, and it'll honestly, it's the best thing I can tell you to do. It's gonna go over all that, how to switch into that, key bindings to set up. You know, it's the best way to kind of do everything. The hell? Alright, this is the guy we want. I'm gonna notch out to the left here. Keep him locked. Got him going defensive. I think, yeah. I'm just gonna unlock him. We're gonna scan across the sky. Alright, let's go on for some of these guys. No reason to not. Stop, that thing's going really fast. Wow. Beeped that one. Man, fly right towards the airfield, huh? Right, yeah. Bring it off now. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I messed that up. Oops. Damn, I hit him too, huh? There we go, there we go. He's got a missile out on him. Swinging around, swinging around, swinging around. Swinging around, swinging around. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, what's that guy? You wanna do this? You wanna do that? You wanted to do that? That's not what you wanted to do. Wow, all that for fucking 1 kill. Oh, GG, John. GG. Still been making some more videos, bud? Only way to get better is keep fucking making videos, bro. I was lucky enough when I was real little, my mom had a PC and got Adobe Premiere Elements came on it. Really cool, honestly, like thinking back on that. And I got I just kind of messed with that a lot. And I really got familiar with Adobe, and I'm not that good with it, but I just, I know my way around it. And it's just it's very beneficial. Very beneficial. Having all that time just kind of mess with it. So if I can at least come in and pretend like I'm good at everything. I can bullshit my way through it. But yeah. Post more videos. Yeah, yeah, that's working on your craft. You mean like just kind of messing around with the video editing, or you're doing something else? Edited music. Okay, yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, no, I'd say you just keep posting, bro. Don't ever not post something. It's gonna worst thing you can do is it can just not get views. Um, but you just keep doing shit. Something eventually catches on. I post. I'll spend 12, 13, 14 hours on a video, and I'll post it and get 700 views. And I'm just like, maybe that's a lot if you don't get any, but like people put a lot less time into stupider videos and get a lot more views is what I think. But I mean, you can't put yourself in that mindset either because it's the algorithm's just random. Hey, F104 is great, bro. F104 is a lot of fun. If you keep your speed up, and you have to unlock missiles too. Missiles aren't great, but you can sneak around everybody. Figure out how the spot system works in the game. You stay 6 kilometers to 8 kilometers away off of everybody's nose. You kind of sneak around the map. You can get behind everybody in the 104 and just shoot missiles. Yeah, and so you know what? Sometimes shorts don't get views right away, and wait, and kind of do over time. I'll have one that does really good and then it doesn't. Like I got one that got 5,000 views and then just flatlined, you know. And then I had another one before that that only got 1,400 views, and like, you know, didn't want to do anything. And maybe in a month, algorithm kicks those videos back out, and then they start to get views and get more and more and more and more. And you know, you know, then you get love. Like okay, the video I got I have a short that had got almost 400,000 views, and basically the chart went, you know, boom, got the initial spike that you normally get when you post a video. That's a short, and then you know, another little spike, and then it goes flat for a while, and then you see it's just start to pick up, like after like maybe the second week, and then it just goes on this huge curve until it starts to slow down and gets to the top of 400,000, and now it gets like, you know, maybe like 16, 15 views every hour, which is, I wish I could get that on my newer videos instead of the older video. Like 16 views an hour doesn't look that good on 400,000 views. It's no problem. Kate? It's Kate, right? I play the game, so the least I can do is help people. Watch this. I'm going F14 tactics. Scumbag tactics. I'm getting hard locked already. What a grease ball, bro. Oh, cat. Okay. It's pronounced car. Everybody's fucking slamming me off their nose. This is bad. Damn, bro. I'm probably. I was probably ready to go get some food, bro. For real. Honestly, let me get some food and just meet me in the Discord. How about that? I'll play some round. Oh, you turned the oven? Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. The only reason I didn't go that way is because their whole team was going that side of the map, and I was gonna be the victim right there. And now they're all gonna be looking up for this fight, so maybe I'll capitalize. Big locked up. Let's see if I can. Oh, what just happened? Come on. Come on, game. Do me nice like this. Gonna shoot another missile. He's definitely. Oh no. Not out. He just messed up. He really just stopped going for me. I didn't get that one guy shot up, did I? It's worth a shot. You never know. Some greasy little missiles sometimes. Like, what? In what universe is that missile not hitting? Okay, he's gonna... Yep, not so good for you, huh, buddy? These guys are chasing me, huh? Just an F5? Where'd my team go, bro? Seriously. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. I'm 25, sorry. I'm fucking, Yeah, I just wanna fucking not black out here. Coming around the top. Putting the EJ in a bad spot here. If I was the EJ, I would not be too excited about this. What's happening here? Alright, so I know somebody's gonna interfere. I can smell it, right? Keep going just a little too fast. I could end this fight just a little quicker if I would just slow it down just a lot. Okay. It's alright. I don't want to keep going towards their team now. Alright, maybe I do. Okay, maybe I do need to do this. Yeah, that sucks. I was hoping that, AIM-9J wasn't gonna hate me. Is that me? You're being retarded. Because I'm gonna think him 100% of the time if you're in a situation like that. I just couldn't pull my nose around because this thing screws me because it builds energy so fast that you start getting into that zone where you're going too fast, like, in no time. Which sounds kind of funny. It's just me mismanaging energy, but it's just like, it's just so tough to do. Hey! It paid off. Right, gear up. What am I doing? There's 3 left. Yeah, I kept compressing, bro. My brain was just going every time I was fucking compressing, and it kept fucking speeding up, bro. Fucking stroking it out. All right. Uh-huh. That guy. Probably an AI. This guy, that's that Phantom going back towards base. Alright. Keep fucking around. You know, I gotta position myself to be able to do something here. There's a Cypher. Well, two different companies, 2 different purposes, you know? That's the way I look at it. Damn, they really hit me with that, huh? Alright, I'm gonna fuck off for like a minute and 30 seconds then. That's what I'm gonna do. And build up a shit ton of speed. Nobody's hit me on radar. You're really postponing this battle by targeting me, bro. Now, let me see if I can spoof this radar though. Because if I do this, I'm gonna really fuck this guy up here. Damn, that sucks, bro. Fuck. That's so trash. I should have just tried to fight. I should have just tried to search for him and fight him, but they fucking targeted me, and I was like, fuck, dude. That's such bullshit. Blind. When you got radars, blind hunt's a little cheaty. Hold on, Cypher. I'm playing one more fucking game by myself because I'm mad about that one. And I'm gonna eat, and then we'll play after the stream. Fuck, dude. That pisses me off. It pisses me off, fucking. I should have just played them, but everybody fucking knew where I was. But I guess 2 of them should have been landing, and that MiG-29 was up, but I don't know. What an MI. Do you know when the dev server's going to open? I mean, soon as they... I mean, I don't know. Probably as soon as they start announcing the new update and all the new shit that's going to be in the new update. Did I miss something? Okay, yeah, I mean, honestly, just expect to start seeing shit about an update, and then seeing, I see this guy with a little red, white, and blue real quick. And then, you know, as soon as you start seeing all the update shit, just give it like a week or 2, and then expect dev server up, and then give it another week or 2, or 3, or 4, depending on how serious the update is, and then expect an update. (2013) back in the day. Okay, lock me up. It's cool. It's okay. It's okay. Believe we got missiles out on me. Yeah, but that don't look like it's climbing. I don't know, something. It's one of those has got to be for me. Do one of those. Oh, I honestly want to say that that's gonna kill a missile when it does that. There we go. A dirty ass F-16. I think somebody got him. No? Okay, it's that guy. We're out. Ah, I can't see my freaking shit, because... I have my fight here, you know? I'm gonna extend a little bit and then just come over. Ooh, good tap, good tap. I thought he was gonna be able to, my plane's done. I'm done. Fuck. Oh my god, yep. First, their whole team jumps on me. So, what I did wrong there is I missed my air brake like twice and then thought I hit it, and by the time I looked up, my speed was 400 kilometers an hour, so I fucking went right into the F-14's ballpark, and I could have outrated that F-14, but I gave up so much energy at the beginning of that fight that I fucked myself like 6 times over. Is what it is. It happens. I hate losing the 1v1 though. I really do. Especially on some dumb shit. But this is the only thing that I've done stupid for all these years, but it's the same, and I'm not gonna call you go on the fucking channel. So obviously Waz is here. My air brake has been the default forever, and I whiff on that key so much. If you ever see me drop my gear and fucking lose my gear in the middle of the dogfight, it's because I'm whiffing that button. Big time. It's ridiculous going to H, so I don't know why. I do it to myself. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some food. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm gonna throw up the tier list one more time for anybody who hasn't seen it. Real quick. Photoshop. Alright. Get yourself a good look at that. That's kind of what we ended up with. All my S tiers: P38, P47, F6F, P61, F8F, F80, AV8C, F100D, A10A. Those are planes that kind of crush no matter what. A tier is like, it's good, but not the best always, but good. B is like, can sometimes be good. I don't care if you want to make a video on my tier list. That'd be cool with me, bro. What's that? Oh, Phil, you want to play War Thunder? You're always more than welcome to hop in my Discord. I'll go and link it through the oops. I'll just pop in the chat here, to be honest with you. Join that. We're gonna be in just a little bit, playing a couple of rounds. And Instagram. Oh, only because you guys are there. But yeah, so there you go. That's that. But I will see you guys on the flippity.